Hey, welcome to this week's episode. And this week I'm going to start off by sharing a story with you guys. I remember being a teenager. I think I was in middle school actually, so not quite a teenager yet. And a movie came out. It was called The Matrix with Keanu Reeves and a bunch of other well-known actors at the time. And for those of you who have seen this movie, this franchise. The Matrix is about machines and artificial intelligence taking over and people living in a curated reality that's not actual reality. And then at the time, I thought this is a sci-fi movie. This will never happen in real life. But little did I know, 20 plus years later, we are now living in the Matrix. We have artificial intelligence doing a lot of our day-to-day tasks for us. We have robots and self-driving cars driving us around now. And in the tax and accounting world, we now have AI that can now categorize transactions for us, do research for us as well. But the question is AI at a point where it could replace your accountant when it comes to bookkeeping, tax preparation, tax planning, advisory? Those are the things that we're going to be discussing today. For example, you can use AI now to go into QuickBooks and it can categorize a transaction for you. It could tell you, okay, based on the historical categorizations of these transactions and the description in the memo, we believe that this transaction is business meals, or this transaction is repairs, or this transaction is gas for your car. Same thing with tax preparation. A lot of our clients, before coming to us, they file their taxes themselves. They use TurboTax. And this is an attractive route because TurboTax, you could file your own taxes for a couple $100. And also, when it comes to AI, you could partner it with TurboTax to do a lot of the research for you. You could say, okay, where does the W-2 go? Or what do I do with this business expenses? Is it deductible according to my side business I have? And AI can do those things very simply, and it can do it great. But where AI falls short is when the things get a little bit more complex, when there's a gray area, right? So one of the most easiest examples that I have is short-term rentals, right? Short-term rentals, if the average stay is 7 days or less, and it qualifies for a short-term rental, then the depreciation is different. It's supposed to be 39 years instead of 27 and a half years. But one time I was doing some tax research and I was just playing around with AI. And what I found is that AI still says that depreciation for a short-term rental is 27 and a half years instead of 39 years, which is obviously wrong. So if you didn't know that, you would have gone with what AI told you was correct. And also, one time I was doing another tax research and I was researching bonus depreciation. And what I realized is that AI didn't know that the One Big Beautiful Bill passed last year in 2025. And it did not know that the 100% bonus depreciation came back. So it still thought that there was a sliding scale on the amount of the bonus depreciation that you could claim. For example, before the One Big Beautiful Bill passed in 2023, you could only claim 80% of the bonus depreciation. Then in 2024, it went down to 60, and then in 2025, it went down to 40, and then it was supposed to go down to 20% in 2026, but the bonus depreciation got pushed back up to 100% in 2025 because of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And AI did not know that. So you have to remember that AI is basing its answers on old information sometimes. So that's where things can go wrong. And when you combine that with using TurboTax, you could be setting yourself up for big mistakes. For example, one of the most common mistakes that I see from people who are real estate investors who use TurboTax is that they forget to claim depreciation. And sometimes they've owned the property since 2007, 2008. So now we're in 2025, 2026. So that means they have not claimed depreciation for the last 17, 18 years. So we need to do a catch-up depreciation for them by doing a Form 3115. And when they see that the tax bill for that, for our services is $2,000 to $4,000 for the Home 3115 because that's a lot of work. They are sticker shocked on how much it costs for us to fix those mistakes, and that they would have saved even more money if they would have just went to a CPA from the beginning. Another client that I have who was doing their own taxes previously, they were using TurboTax. They had a partner in a partnership for a rental property that they owned. And what they did was they did not file a partnership, which you're supposed to file a partnership return when you have a partnership in a real estate property or a business. You're supposed to file a partnership return, which he did not. So what happened was we advised them that they need to file a partnership return. You cannot just split that income and expenses for the rental property right down the line and just report it on your individual tax return. You need to file a partnership return. You need to get the K1, and each partner needs to report their K1 on their individual tax return. So that cost them a few $1,000s to get those tax returns filed. So again, these are mistakes that could have been avoided if the client just went to a CPA from the beginning. And I don't blame the client because the client is not an accountant, they're not CPAs, they're not tax professionals. They don't know what they don't know. So that's why, even with AI, there's still limitations from a tax perspective when it comes to using AI and DIY programs and softwares like TurboTax, right? You, as the tax preparer, you still need to know what the AI is doing so you can make corrections if it does it incorrectly, right? So that's the challenge there with doing DIY for tax purposes. Okay. Another similar topic that I want to talk about is bookkeeping and accounting. I've had many meetings with prospects who say that they are doing their bookkeeping themselves and they're not bookkeepers. They're using AI to go and do the categorization for them. And when I look at it, it's incorrect, right? Yes, AI can categorize Starbucks as meals, but AI is not going to know the difference between capital improvements and repairs for your property. And if you don't know how to train AI to look out for that, you are going to miss that. And then if you expense it instead of depreciating it, and then your accountant needs to fix that in the future called a cleanup. That's going to cost you a minimum $2,000 right off the bat. Just do a cleanup. Also, another issue that I find with people who do their own bookkeeping is they don't reconcile their bank accounts and credit cards, business credit cards. They rely on the property manager's statements and they take that as the gospel when it comes to the bookkeeping. And I tell clients and prospects alike, your property manager, their strength is not bookkeeping. That owner statement that they give you is only based on transactions that they see from your account. If you pay for something from another account or your personal account, it's not going to be reflected on that management statement owner account. So that's why you still need to reconcile all of your business bank accounts. You need to reconcile all your business credit card accounts. You need to make sure that all the balance of the bank accounts amounts, same thing with your credit card amounts, same thing with the business loans amounts. You need to make sure that if you have any equipment or properties for the business, you need to properly record it on the balance sheet. If you're doing flipping, you cannot expense the property or the expenses associated with the flip until you sell it. So all those things is things that you learn as a professional bookkeeper. AI is not going to catch that. And if you don't know what you are looking for, you are setting yourself up for a bigger bookkeeping cleanup fee in the future. Just like how if you don't know what you're doing on the tax side, you are setting yourself up for a big tax bill in the future, either for the IRS if they catch something that you don't report or file correctly. Same thing with the state. I cannot tell you how many prospects that we have and clients that we have, people coming to us, they were doing their own taxes, they forgot to file a state tax return. So now when they come to us, we need to file back taxes on state tax returns. They have penalties, they have interest, okay, and all that. So they're incurring more expenses there. And also, if we need to amend anything, if you need to file any special forms as your accountant, there's a cost to that. So again, before you decide to do your own taxes, or your own bookkeeping, or before you try to replace your accountant with AI, you need to think twice before proceeding. Okay. If you are a tax professional and you've already had experience preparing taxes, or if you have experience doing bookkeeping, accounting professionally, fine. If you want to do it yourself, no problem. You have the experience to do so. But if you've never done this before and you're going to be relying on AI, you are setting yourself up potentially for a world of hurt. Okay. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. Hit the link below and don't worry, your accountant handles that.
Up mile by mile, it's time to sit, reflect, and add. Doing taxes ain't so bad.